Every day, thousands of tourists come here. Some leave delighted, while others are sure they wasted their money. So is this hotel worth visiting? Let's find out. Welcome to LIMAK LARA DELUXE Hotel. LIMAK LARA DELUXE is a Turkish hotel that gives you a feeling of perfect relaxation from the very first minutes of your stay. Here, a stylish atmosphere combines with comfort, and every detail is designed to help you fully unwind and enjoy resort life. The hotel grounds are filled with greenery and offer many cozy areas where you can relax in peace or take part in various activities. You will find a variety of restaurants with excellent cuisine, where every dinner feels like a pleasant gastronomic discovery. However, there are also some nuances I want to tell you about before you decide whether this place is worth your vacation. The hotel ratings are 4.7 on Google, 8.1 on Booking.com, and 4.6 on TripAdvisor. As I mentioned, even such a popular hotel has its drawbacks, which may influence your choice. Let's take a closer look at all the pros and cons so you can make the right decision. But before we begin, please subscribe to our channel and support this video with likes and comments. Thank you. The beach at LIMAK LARA DELUXE Hotel instantly became one of my favorite places to relax. I was pleasantly surprised by how clean it was. There wasn't a single piece of trash, and I didn't see any unattended areas during my stay. I especially appreciated that I didn't have to wake up early to reserve a sunbed. There were enough places for everyone, and I could come whenever I wanted. The private beach was very comfortable and well equipped, and the atmosphere was calm and relaxing. The sea was simply wonderful, clear, warm, and incredibly pleasant for swimming. I also liked that the beach remained quiet even during the day, allowing me to enjoy my time without unnecessary noise. But there is one important detail. The beach is rocky, and you can feel it as soon as you enter the water. I quickly realized that swimming without special water shoes wasn't very comfortable. If you bring them with you, swimming becomes much more enjoyable. Overall, I would give the beach a solid 10 out of 10, but I can't say the same about the hotel territory, and here's why. The territory of LIMAK LARA DELUXE Hotel left a mixed but memorable impression on me. The hotel is located right by the sea, and every time I stepped outside, I felt the pleasant sea breeze. At first glance, the well-maintained grounds stand out. Clean paths, neatly cut lawns, everything looking tidy and well thought out. At the same time, it was impossible not to notice that the hotel itself is very old and clearly in need of thorough renovation. You can feel it in almost everything. The pools looked beautiful, but the water was cold and I couldn't swim as much as I wanted. I really wish there were at least a few pools with warmer water. Another downside was the absence of designated smoking areas. Many guests smoked wherever they wanted, which made being outdoors uncomfortable at times. Another issue was the lack of proper signs leading from the beach to the rooms. Sometimes I had to search for the right path for a long time. The internet was also disappointing. The speed was slow and the connection was unstable. On the positive side, there are shops near the hotel where you can buy everything you need, and they are just a few minutes away. And after long walks around the territory, let's head to the restaurant. I'll show you what surprised me there. The food at LIMAK LARA DELUXE Hotel left me with mixed feelings. The food was very tasty and varied, and it was easy to choose something new at every meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner were excellent, and I enjoyed spending time in both the main restaurant and the bar. The atmosphere there was very pleasant. Sakura Pastry Shop, which opened in the afternoon, was especially impressive. They served very delicious desserts. However, between main meals, I personally miss simple desserts like pancakes or waffles. The food selection was always huge, and sometimes it was so diverse that I couldn't try everything. But the selection of drinks included in the all-inclusive system disappointed me. They were overly sweet and far too limited. Another drawback was the lack of available tables in the sports bar and the beach bar. Sometimes I couldn't find a place to sit. Not all restaurants were included in the price, and some required prior reservation. I was also unpleasantly surprised by the fact that popcorn and cotton candy were paid. I don't remember any Turkish hotel where they weren't free. But the worst part was that many tourists had food poisoning, and once I even found cooked insects in the food. So the hotel clearly needs to improve hygiene. And after such restaurant adventures, let's move to my room, although even there not everything was as good as I hoped. The room at LIMAK LARA Deluxe Hotel left me with mixed impressions. On one hand, the cleaning was excellent, and every time I returned to a clean, spacious room that was neatly prepared. The room had everything necessary for a comfortable stay. The only thing missing was an iron, which caused some inconvenience. The old wardrobes and worn-out furniture constantly reminded me that the hotel needs renovation. The biggest problem was the air conditioning, which was controlled centrally by hotel management, not by me. It only worked during certain hours when the staff decided it was necessary. This seriously affected our comfort and even the mood of my family, especially on hot days. Seriously, how is it possible that I don't have a remote control for the AC? Our room also had several unpleasant issues. The jacuzzi didn't work, the toilet flushed poorly, and there was a terrible musty smell throughout the room. The bathroom definitely needs renovation, and it was obvious from the first moments. The elevators at the hotel are another story. Too many people and too few elevators meant waiting for a very long time. The staff at LIMAK LARA Deluxe Hotel left an overall pleasant impression on me. In most cases, they were consistently polite, friendly, and genuinely attentive. I often noticed how courteous and professional they were, always trying to help with any question. Many waiters smiled, served quickly, and created a welcoming feeling. But it cannot be said that everyone was equally attentive. Some waiters were less friendly and didn't always show much interest. Overall, the staff left a positive impression, although the level of friendliness varied at times. Now you're probably wondering whether the hotel has any entertainment. The entertainment at LIMAK LARA Deluxe Hotel impressed me with its variety and pleasant atmosphere. The animation team was truly amazing, very funny, and created a festive mood every day. There were many activities for every taste: water polo, beach volleyball, darts, a kids club, and great evening shows. I especially enjoyed the evening programs. They were high quality, lively, and a perfect way to end the day. For additional entertainment, there were table tennis tables, although one clearly needed repair, and bowling and billiards were available for an extra fee. Another downside was the expensive beach activities and the queues for the few water slides. My stay at the Turkish hotel, LIMAK LARA Deluxe, was mixed. The hotel has its strengths, but its weaknesses are also hard to ignore. What I liked the most was the clean and peaceful beach with warm water, as well as the variety of entertainment and the excellent work of the animation team, which made every day enjoyable and fun. The grounds look well maintained, but the age of the hotel and the lack of renovation can be felt everywhere, and the cold pools, weak internet, and smoking guests spoil the experience. The food was tasty and varied, but the problems with the quality of some dishes and the presence of insects were shocking. The room was spacious and clean, but the malfunctions, unpleasant smell, and limited control over the air conditioning made the stay uncomfortable. Honestly, for now, I do not recommend LIMAK LARA Deluxe Hotel for a vacation. There are too many drawbacks, but I hope they will fix them, and I will come back to this wonderful place again. Friends, the final choice is always yours, and only you can decide whether this hotel is right for your vacation. And while you are thinking, I recommend watching our other videos about Turkish hotels. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss our new reviews. And with that, I say goodbye. See you again at a new hotel.